Grand Rising family, check in, hit the like button as you enter the room. Come on in. I see Sister Janine, our chat moderators in the house already. Welcome. I see so many of you here. Omaha, Nebraska. Brother Sharman is always in the house as well. Come on in, family. We'll acknowledge you all. Just check in. I just want to see how everybody's doing as we are headed into almost a new month. August is coming up very, very quickly, and we know that there's a lot going on in the world. So let's just check in and see how everybody's doing. And I want to remind everybody, stay ready so you won't have to get ready. Come on in the room. We're going to see how everybody's doing. I'll put some of your comments up, and we'll get started in just a few minutes.
Shining wisdom's light, teaching soul tribe how to see through the night. Ancient scriptures and bloodlines she knows, spreading truth wherever she goes. Soul tribe rising, hear her
Thank
call,
you.
raising vibrations for
one.
and all Dr. Kia shows the way.
Give me a few minutes, family. Come on in the room.
To a brighter, freer day. Through her channel, knowledge flows, breaking chains that hold us close, teaching paths to abundance and wealth, guiding others to free themselves. Soul tribe rising, hear her call, raising vibrations for one and all.
Family, I see so many of you are saying things like, what a day. I know, right? It's been a week. Come on in, family, check in. Yes, let's groove. Come on.
From currencies to investments divine.
That's my favorite part right here.
She's helping her tribe to realign with wisdom, ancient and new, showing what we all can do. Soul tribe rising, hear her call, raising vibrations for
I just want to
and
all.
all. Dr. Kia
And say hello to the
shows
Soul
the
Tribe.
way
Yes.
to a brighter, freer day. Soul tribe rising, hear a call, raising vibrations for one and all. Dr. Kia lights the way to a new and brighter day.
Hawaii's in the house. Come on in the room. All right, Soul Tribe, we're going to get started in just a second. How is everybody doing? Oh my gosh, I'm doing well, but I tell you what, it has been a week, a bit stressful. I mean, people been going through it, so I've gotten a lot of calls from people telling me that they're just going through it. And, you know, when people aren't happy or they're going through issues, it can affect your day. You know what I'm saying? or you're weak. But what I just did, I gave my advice and did some consultations. And then I had to learn to just get up and go on about my day. In fact, I called Chief Mack and he said, girl, get out the bed. Chief Mack said, I said, Chief, I'm stressed. He said, get out the bed. He said, I'm going to send you a little something to help you get out the bed. And I heard that cash app go cha-ching. He said, now get up and go start your day. Get you some tea or some coffee or do something. Get out of the bed. People are going to have their issues. They're going to be stressed. And all you can do is offer good consultation and good advice and leave people to make their own decisions. So that's what I did. And went out and took my grandchildren out, and now I feel better. But people are going through it. Grand Rising, people have a lot going on. One of the things I had to recognize, though, is that a lot of us are just where we are based on our decisions that we've made. Now, there are some things that just happen to people, but for the most part, people make certain decisions and then you have to deal with the consequences, and that can be hard. So come on in the room, check in, family. I love you all. I'm so glad to see everybody. How are you? I see you all. Yes, peace and love to all. Yes, we are the product, family, of our decisions. And I know sometimes the consequences of our decisions can be pretty rough. And it's just that we have to know that as adults, whether we made good decisions or bad decisions, the reaction or the response to our decisions is going to be real, and we will feel them at some time. There are a lot of people that don't believe in karma. They don't believe in the law of correspondence, but what you put out does come back to you. Now, there's a lot that has happened to us that just happened by virtue of us living in this reality. But there are some things we can navigate. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. There are some things we can do. Okay. We don't want to, in my opinion, make reckless decisions. And then when we have to deal with the consequences of those decisions, then have to run and, cry and holler and beg people to help us, because some people really, they're going to think about the decisions that we've made. And then some people are going to wonder, did you take advice when the elders were trying to give you advice, or did you reject that advice? And then when it comes down to dealing with the consequences of those decisions, you see a lot of people being very sad and disappointed when people don't come to their rescue. And they want to, say, oh, nobody's there for me. And I see you and I'm so disappointed. But we have to remember that we're adults. Right. And as adults, being in this reality, we have to take ownership for the things that we did or did not do. Just like when the world shut down, there were some people that were warning us. Some of us saw the signs, but instead of preparing, some people just said, well, it'll never happen. The world can't shut down. Some people said, oh, those people are crazy talking about a CV or a virus that's destroying so many people. I'm not going to listen. But when we don't listen or take heed, we'll deal with the consequences of that. I don't know if you all remember, I'm old enough to remember when the elders used to say, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. The elders would say, always hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. And the elders would also say, think before you act. The elders would also say, whatsoever you sow, that shall you also reap. In other words, whatever you put out into the universe is what's going to come back to you. However you treat people, whether good or bad, that at some point will come back to you. And they would tell us it might not be today. It may be tomorrow. It may be 5 years from now. It may be 50 years from now. But whatever you do will come back. So what I'm realizing now is that when the economy was good, people were just spending their money, having a good time. When the job market was good, people was just going to work. And some people had kind of had little confidence about themselves that was a little over the line, almost to arrogancy. And when everything was just gung-ho and everybody was just so happy, people were living in that energy. However, you had these lone voices in the background saying, always prepare. The economy could crash. You could lose your job. Somebody could walk out on you and leave you. People can get sick. Something can always happen. Okay. But for some reason, a lot of us didn't believe it, because when good times roll, we roll with the good times. But now here we are at a time where the economy is collapsing. The stock market is crashing. People are losing their jobs. Relationships may be falling apart. Some of them are falling apart. People are walking away from us. And some of that is because when we were in the good times, we weren't squirreling away, right? We weren't looking at the surplus and putting it away for a season that could be a little harsh. When I was growing up, my grandparents used to make us study the animals, like the squirrels and the groundhogs, and they would make us study the bears. And they would say, there's a time where you hibernate. Okay. And when you're hibernating, that's a time when you're sleeping and you're resting, but you're able to do that because you squirreled away food and you've hidden it away somewhere. There's a scripture that says, study the ant. And my grandmother used to talk about that all the time. I taught my children that. And my oldest son told me one time, Mom, I took you literal when you said study the ant. And what my son found out is the ant, there's a scripture that says that the ants have a system and they continue on in this. There's a queen ant and then there are follower ants, and they have a system where they squirrel things away. They build little bitty ants. They carry heavy things on their backs and they just keep going. My son said it's like a machine. If one ant falls off or gets sick or even dies or gets stomped or smashed or whatever, they just keep on moving. The system just keep on going, even though one ant fell off. My point today is, family, we've had good times. We have times when things seem so wonderful, when the job market was doing well, when, people felt so good about themselves. They moved away from home. They didn't feel like they had to be near the community. And we just kind of felt empowered and really, really good about ourselves. But now here we are. Here we are. What were we doing in those good times? We were partying it up. Some people were partying it up, having fun. And it's interesting because now most families don't even have $400 in an emergency fund in case something happens, in case of, a car breaks down, or in case a light, and the car breaks, or something serious could have. $400 is not even a lot. When I was in college, they used to tell us to have $1,000 to $10,000. When I was a young lady, stored away. When I was in my 18 to 25, they would tell us that. Now here I am at almost 58. Most people don't have $400. And while I know that it's because of the economy and it's because people are losing their jobs, something makes me wonder, what were people doing in the good times when they were partying, when they were spending lots of money on their hairdos, when they were traveling back and forth, when they were telling their parents, I'm good by myself. Like, what were we doing? Because if many of us had been preparing and listening to the elders or the ancients, some of us wouldn't be in the predicaments that we are. And only reason why I'm saying this is because I'm getting phone call after phone call. It's gotten to the point where I was talking to Chief Mack. He said, you're going to have to put people on pause, because all you can do right now is save your energy for yourself and your family and come on and talk to the Soul Tribe when you have, the energy, and because that is your responsibility to the Soul Tribe. But you can't pick up the phone and answer all of people's calls, is what he said. He said, you can't be the savior for everybody. People have to get to the point where they save themselves and take responsibility and ownership for their own lives. So one of the reasons why I'm coming on today, family, is to tell you that things could go down at any time. We never know when they could turn off the lights, or the grid could go down, God forbid, or there's a power outage. We don't know what the deep state has in store. We know they got to go, and most of them have been cleaned out, but they're going to and have been fighting back. So when I looked up what's going on in the world, what is the breaking news? I learned that the major breaking news updates for today is that there are still some global conflicts, even though there's some peace talks. The United States has paused airstrikes on Iran amid mixed talks. Sometimes they say they're getting along well, sometimes they're not. I want us to take this seriously, that this could be staged or not, but just in case, we want to make sure we stay ready. So there are global conflicts. There's extreme weather going on, allegedly, and there are national legal moves that are occurring. The catastrophic wildfires that's going on in France and Spain is causing people to evacuate. Okay. And the Trump administration has asked the Supreme Court simultaneously, while this is going on, to allow new mail-in voting limits. It seems like they're setting the stage for something serious to happen. Tell me what you all think. As it relates to the Iran-United States conflict, the United States has temporarily paused its 2-week bombing campaign, though regional drone attacks continue. And Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is headed to Washington to meet with President Trump. Interesting. Now, people have been telling me that the United States military is merging with the Israeli military and that we should be upset about that. I'm not, because a lot of this is staged. I know, and I reported how the United States of America, just made some plans and deals with Saudi Arabia, nuclear deals between the two of them that will usher in a whole new reality away from using oil and antiquated electricity in exchange for nuclear technology. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because they circumvented or worked around Israel to solidify that deal. That's not usual. Normally, anybody that deals with the Middle East has to go through Israel first because they were controlling that region. Well, the United States of America worked around, didn't even consult Israel in order to do that, which is huge. They made a deal with Saudi Arabia without any conflicts. So I know the news could be saying that Israel and the United States of America are in bed together, but what it looks like to me is President Trump is making some moves, and eventually he's going to expose Israel because he's not the same as other leaders. Now, Spirit is telling me to move away from that and to talk about other things. So let's talk about other things. While they're talking about world conflicts and what's going on with the war and what's going on with airstrikes and what's going on with wildfires in France and Spain, what are we doing? How are we preparing? No, this isn't a recording. This is live. How are we preparing for whatever is to come? I will tell you that I know for a fact that they are testing systems. For example, some people have gone to the banks and they've not been able to get their money out the banks. Some people have gone to the ATM machines and the ATM machines were not available. Some people have gone to online banking and the online banking was not available. There are some banks that have testing or routine maintenance that's occurring over not just a certain amount of hours, but days. And Chief Mack told me about that, and he talked about that on our show the other day. There's one particular bank between August 1st and August the 3rd, the system would be shut down, a banking system would be shut down. So what are we doing as these people are either interrupting the banking system so that the nefarious people cannot continue to transact their money or to do banking transactions, and or the banking system is maybe testing out the new quantum financial system? How are we preparing? Because what you don't want to happen is you need money and you go to the bank and the system is shut down, whether it's the routine maintenance or they shut down the banking system altogether because they're cutting back the communication between these nefarious people that's been here on our land laundering money. So, how are you preparing? What I would suggest, and I'm not a financial advisor, but what I would suggest is us to take this situation of the banks being shut down temporarily very seriously. And I would take the situation of the so called war very seriously. I wouldn't panic, but what I would think is if the war is real and Israel, and there could be some type of retaliation, we must be prepared at all times. So I would suggest people to get some cash on hand if you have it. Leave enough in the banks to take care of your bills and to take some cash out and put it away. Squirrel it away like the squirrels squirrel away nuts, like the bears and the other animals that hibernate in the wintertime store away food. They always prepare for the winter, for the harsh season, for the inclement weather. So, what I'm saying and suggesting, and I'll take your questions and comments, is we need to prepare at all times. So, always prepare. And I know people will say, well, we're living in a time where everybody doesn't have a job. Everybody doesn't have money to store something away. And I hear you, and I hear you clearly. But what can you do? Can you move in with a relative? Can you downsize? Can you look over your accounting and your bills and your wants and decide what's a necessity and decide between that and a want? Can you do away with some of the wants? Focus on the necessities only, and then from there, have a small savings or a large savings. So here's the thing. You need to pay your bills. So put enough money in the bank to pay your bills, but you always need something to fall back on. Because what do if you go to the bank and your card ATM doesn't work? What do if you go to make an online purchase and your credit card doesn't work? What do if you go to make an online purchase and Amazon, wherever you will make purchases to, is down for system maintenance? This is what I mean. Stay ready so you won't have to get ready. Things could happen or go down at any time. I feel a sense of urgency to encourage us to be ready. Our grandparents were always ready. They had canned goods in the cabinets. They had 2 or 3 freezers. You remember the freezers? Not just a freezer attached to the refrigerator, but they had these standalone freezers that might have been on a back porch. Remember those? Or on another part of the house. And they would store up meats in the freezer. They would have cut up vegetables like onions and peppers and mushrooms and celery. Remember that? And other vegetables and carrots. And they would put those cut ups, my grandmother called them cut ups, in freezer bags and put those in the freezer alongside the meats that were in the freezer. And then the standalone freezer, the deep freezers, had lots of other meat stored in them. And then the canned goods was in the storage, which just might have been a closet. And then grandma would have these mason jars with other canned goods. Remember those times? Yes, and we had gardens and grew our own food. Our grandparents did. But somewhere along the way, we got so comfortable with being consumers rather than producers. We got so comfortable with going to work instead of creating. We got so comfortable with eating out during the good times that we forgot how to cook and how to store away food. We got so comfortable during a good time, when the economy was great and everybody was making great money, that we traveled. We moved away from home. We moved away from the community. And now many people are standing alone and struggling. We're standing alone and struggling. Some of the young people are now depressed and having severe mental health crises. And it's not anybody's fault. It's because we were all living in a good time, right? Everybody was just so happy. And we sent our children away to go away, grow up at 18, go away to college, go on, do whatever you want to do, go and travel, see the world. No need to get married, no need to settle down, no need to stay around the family or around the home or around the community or the tribe. No, go away and have fun is what we bought into, while other people from foreign lands were coming to our country, living the way we used to live, living in one house, albeit getting money from the government, like thousands and tens of thousands each person. But they were utilizing our value system to all live in one house under one roof. And they were able, because they had our value system and our land and our resources, to thrive. Well, now that they're going back home and being deported, we have to figure out what we're going to do. Because we bought into the value systems, whether it was good or bad, of the people who were in control that said you can do what you want to do and you don't need each other to survive. We bought into the cancel culture so that if our family members got on our nerves, I'm not saying you individually, but I mean the culture. Somebody get on your nerves, just cut them off. Just be cold. Just let them go and let them go on their own. And now we found ourselves in a situation where people are struggling alone. Nobody, no man is an island. We were not created to go through this world alone. We were not created to suffer or to go through life alone. I'm not even talking about being coupled up. I'm talking about the village. It takes a village to raise a child. So we're living now in a situation where we're in crises. Our young people are feeling like they cannot make it. They're scared to call home. Some of them are depressed and despondent. Many of them don't know what to do with their lives. They feel cut off. Whether they cut off their family members, that's on them too. Or their family members were too busy living their lives doing what we want to do. Family, I'm putting out a call today for us to reconcile with our families and with the community, because things could go down at any time. But if you're ready, you're going to be okay. What I encourage us to do is to use this time that we have right now to get ready and then stay ready, so that when whatever's going to happen goes down, you don't have to panic like people did when the world shut down and they ran to the stores. Remember that? The toilet paper was gone. What's interesting about when the global pandemic happened is all of the food that's in the middle of the store was gone. All of the snacks was gone. All of the chips and cookies and all that. And even the canned goods were gone. But what I noticed that was still there, and even some of the toilet paper and toiletries, they were gone, batteries. But the peripheral, the produce that's around the junk food and the other stuff, a lot of that was still in stock. And that showed me that people had bad eating habits, that people were so used to eating the junk food that even in a crisis, they ran for the junk food and complained when there was still food around the peripheral. We should be shopping around the peripheral of the grocery stores, the vegetables, the fruits, and if you eat meat, the meats. But we should be storing up right now, because you're going to get a call, family. And if you've already gotten a call, put it in the comment section. You will get a call from the people that wouldn't listen to you when you told them not to take the JAB, when you told them that Nassar and Jassar was real, when you told them that there was a deep state and they didn't listen to you, when you told them something bad was happening to children and they didn't hear you or believe you, when you told them to monitor their behavior and actions, they didn't hear you. Oh, you're going to get the call. Trust me. When you told them that you need to bring the family together because something can happen at any time, and they didn't want to believe you, oh, you're going to get the call. I'm curious to see if you all have been getting calls. I'm curious to see. You shop at the farmer's market. Me too. Yep. Yep. If you've already gotten calls that what you've been saying is true, because now we're getting the calls and we're having to or deciding to go and do some serious work, rolling up our sleeves to go get people, go into the trenches and get them out the trenches. But here's the thing, family. People have to start listening. The best thing we can do, though, right now is to take care of ourselves and store up, because when you build, they will come. They might not listen to you now, but there's going to come a time when they're going to come. There's going to come a time when the husband's going to come back home. There's going to come a time when the wives are going to come back home. There's going to come a time when the children will come back home, the grandchildren, and the tribe will come together. But here's the thing. Had we kept everybody together and kept that glue, everything glued together, we wouldn't have to go out and go finding people. And we wouldn't have to go out into the trenches to go get them out of the hospitals and the mental institutions and wherever they are. I hear you. This is live. Somebody said this is not live. This is live. Miss Cap Awakening says, yeah, we'll see. My darling, this might not be the show for you because we don't have time for negativity. We don't have time. You said that to a friend the other day. Right. Listen, elders. A lot of us are elders here. The world is going to tell you that you don't have the authority or the power to tell your family what to do. We rebuke that in the name of the ancestors. You have the authority. You have the responsibility as the elders to keep the young ones in line. You have the responsibility to teach values, and you have the responsibility to hold everybody accountable. That's our responsibility. No doctor, no lawyer, no attorney, no judge, no school teacher, no principal, no president can tell you how to run your household or how to run your community or your tribe. So empower yourself to teach values around health, wealth, and whatever, because that is our responsibility as the elders. Because you know what? When they fail, they're going to ask you, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you warn me? And when they fail, or if people fail, the police will use their authority now to beat somebody. The hospitals will use their authority to lock them up in psychiatric wards. Okay, right? The principals will use their authority to kick your children out of the schools or put them in detention. So we need to use our authorities to do what we need to do, what the ancestors put in us, and that's to bring order in ourselves first, our family and our community, because everybody's going to come back home, okay? Because the government doesn't care about anybody. And the government, even if they did care, cannot fund everybody. So now we have to do what we were called to do, and that's to bring order and establish order and maintain order no matter what. Doesn't matter who don't like it, maintain order. That's our role. And then now here we are. Everything's crashing in. The ones that didn't want to listen, everything's crashing in. The economy's hurting people right now. People losing jobs. Who they gonna call? You. So use your authority as the elders to keep and maintain order. I see Chief Max in the house. Chief of the Soul Tribe is here. Chief, I don't see you on the camera. When you come on the camera, I should bring you on. I'll bring you on. I hear you. Sister Diane said, what you're saying now, I've been saying all along. Amen, sister. Welcome, Chief. It's good to see you. How are you?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic.
Good, Chief. What did you say?
I said it's a beautiful time to be alive.
It's a beautiful time to be alive.
A lot
It's
of
a
people
beautiful.
doubt us. They doubt us. Hold on for 1 second. Let me put these headphones on.
Okay. I see you, family. Oh, good. Oh, you fought for your children. I know that's right. I know that's right.
So one cookie? Not two. Two
That's
cookies.
good. I'm proud of you for fighting for your children. You have to fight
Right.
oftentimes for what's yours, and those children belong to you. God gave them to you. So I commend you for fighting for your children. So, Chief, I was talking about being ready, stay ready. Uh, and I was also talking about how, a lot of people are struggling right now, not only because the economy is bad, but because of decisions that people made and they didn't want to listen to good, sound advice. But now it's coming down to the wire with people losing jobs and they're going to have to listen.
Yeah, people are losing jobs. People are hurting. A lot of people, because hyperinflation is taking place and it's hurting people really bad.
Hmm.
The jobs not really paying people enough to be able to afford to live in these apartments. You have a lot of people are living in their cars right now. They got
Hmm.
gym memberships and taking showers at the gym and sleeping in their cars and getting dressed in their cars. I see it. I see a lot of cars parked at the malls, Walmart.
Hmm.
People are living in their cars packed with clothes, and people are hurting out there. I sent you the video
You
of people
did.
saying that they can't afford to move and they can't afford to stay in their apartments. They're in between because it costs
Hmm.
money, but they can't move because then every time the apartment they look up have a new lease agreement, they going up on rent.
They are.
But that's hyperinflation. That's what it is. So listen, this is not the first time this happened. It,
Mm-mm.
but it's happening greater right now because of hyperinflation. But and I said this, if you guys go back and you hear me talking about hyperinflation and that things have to get worse before they get better. So I'm here to say that good days are ahead of us.
Wait, I don't know why I'm hearing a video. Hold on. Can you hear something in the background? Let me turn. Yeah, I hear it. Okay, there we go. I heard something in the background.
Hold on for a second. I don't know why.
I can hear. Thank you for the jewels. Thank you, Brother Jermaine. Yeah, a lot of people's hands are tied. Hi, Ra. My grandson's in the chat. Hey, grandson.
What's up, little man?
What do you think, Chief, about I was saying that people are going to have to start living together and coming home and coming together?
I did a video about that last year when we talked about families consolidating
Mm,
and all the other, especially foreigners that come here. It's no problem for them to consolidate because they realize this is how they get ahead. But so-called, it's really it's the so-called black people having these issues. And then you got some white folks out there, that are going through major problems too. But the so-called black people say, "I got mine, you get yours."
yeah.
If you're making $150,000 a year, that ain't no money. You
Mm,
barely getting by with 150,000.
that's
But
sad.
to be honest with you, if you got one income coming in, that's dangerous.
Mm, wow. Why you say that?
If you got one income coming in, that's no safety in that. If that
Okay.
income, and it's really not even considered income, but if you got one source of money coming in, that's not a good thing.
Mm. G Lock says my whole
Yeah,
family leaves. Somebody just said my whole family lives together because we can't afford to be on our own. Respect each other. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
there are actually people found the hard way, and they're moving in together. There are people doing that. Listen, guys, let me tell you something. Did you guys know? I've heard from people that they're having to get blood to survive. Did you know
Mm.
that? People are actually going to the blood bank to have an extra $100 to $200 to survive.
You know, some people have to do that, and then some people, if they humbled themselves and they got back and with their family, they might not have to do that.
True. Because
See,
that's exactly what had to happen. That's what had to happen.
we have become so individualized and so hardened and so haughty that many of us just won't do the work that we need to do to go back home to our families, our spouses, or our community and say, let's do this together. And the economy and the ancestors are forcing us to have to do that, in my humble opinion.
Yeah.
I'm not saying everybody. Some situations people just may not have options. But a lot of people, and you said that's what had to happen. A lot of people, if they humble themselves, they won't have to be out here struggling. I've heard a lot of women come online and say things like, you know what, I had to move back home and I don't care what you all think about me, but I have to not care anymore. And I'm like, yeah, life whipped that tail. And where you were thinking that you didn't have to listen, now you got to go back home, whether it's to your husband or to your family, and a lot of young people that's out here struggling alone because their parents might have kicked them out. Now the parents are feeling bad that they kicked them out. I'm just saying a lot of us, instead of blaming the government and the economy and everybody else, a lot of us are going to have to look at the decisions that we made and the predicaments we put ourselves in and take account for that and mitigate those problems. Because here's the thing about the world and the ancestors, they will put pressure on you until you figure stuff out. And when your back is up against that wall, oh, you're going to figure out life. You're going to figure out life. That's just my spiel, Chief.
I'm glad that my back was put up against the wall prior to this event happening.
Mm.
To have to do the shadow work and the speaking to the ancestors and crying out and soul searching and purging my heart from anger, envy, malice, and any of that, which I didn't have a lot of that. But I had to tap within and just focus on myself and doing
Yes.
self-love. Then the people that was in my life that wasn't supposed to be there, they weeded themselves out of my life. When they thought they would come and betraying me, but it was actually the parasites in them that couldn't handle the light, and they called betraying me was inevitable. That needed to happen to get these people away from me. And when these people got out of my life, guys, trust the process, because I trust it because everything is working, going well. And that no weapon formed against the righteous, when you're doing things with a pure and clean heart, it's going to, trust me, it's going to work. Every deed, whether it's good or bad, you will get the wages of that. I promise you. Because you got people out here having tough times. When I've been trying to, for the past year and a half or two, trying to tell people to rid yourself from any hate, envy, malice, and jealousy. And you may go through some things, but don't let that make your heart bitter. And I know that emphatically because I know someone that listened to me and did this thing, and this person is in tremendous overflow.
That's beautiful. Wow.
Tremendous overflow.
Mm.
They worked out their salvation, listened to me, kept on moving forward, embodied the words that I said, and became the victor, became the victim. And this person is in tremendous overflow. I'm confident to say that the RV is inevitable to happen anytime right now. We got at least a month and a half at the very longest. And the Star Kasara is in full effect. And anybody that doubted Dr. Kia, you're foolish. She was, anybody that talked about her and said, oh, she's running her mouth, she don't know what she's talking about, you're foolish. You're foolish for doing that because of your brain, because you can't perceive these things happening, then you want to put your limitations off on other people. That's the thing with people, because they can't see the thing, they can't see themselves getting it, and they don't
Mm.
believe in it, just say, okay, it's not so because I think that. But what you think you can't put off on other people.
Mm.
Miracles about to happen, and it's already happening already. For
It
those that
is.
have eyes to see, hear, those that have been knocking, asking, and seeking, you're gonna get information that the average person don't get, and you're gonna be in overflow. And if you don't, if you're attached to the right person, that's why it's so very important. I'm telling you, man, this shit just working out like math to me, man. Because I've been saying for a while, what a beautiful time it is to be alive. But I said, you know what?
Yeah.
Not just alive, but when you are connected to the right people and the source within you, then life is beautiful. Because what you don't know, what you don't have, you will know and you will have when you are connected to the right people.
Yes. Yes.
I'll tell you this much. Anybody attached to me in a righteous way, guess what? You are going to win. Isn't that right, Kim?
That's absolutely right.
Because I'm faithful.
You are
I don't
faithful.
betray people.
You don't. Yeah.
I said you are a friend or whatever you are, man or woman, we're friends. If you're really fair, and I know you have my back the same way I have your back, trust me,
Mm.
you are going to win. Because the people that's attached to me, really close to me and attached to me, good friends, guess what? All I put them all in position to win. Am I correct here?
Yes, you do.
So anybody attached to me, and then the people that were in my life, and I thought you was a good friend, you betrayed me, and you thought the grass was greener on the other side, and found out it was turf, and tried to make a U-turn back to me. No, no, sorry, nope,
Mm.
nope. Because I got, trust me, I got the source, I got the information. Okay, to be in overflow. And it's not for everybody to know because everybody can't handle certain things. Because when I thought people could handle this wealth transfer and set
Mm.
themselves up like that, they betrayed me and tried to get all my information and tried to do their own thing. And they failed, flunk, because it wasn't meant for you. That you should just stay your ass in line and she know that I had the favor was on me. Shut your damn mouth up and just be in line, follow the assignment. But you didn't.
Mm.
You try to take like the enemy tried to do in the kingdom.
Yeah.
And so I'm happy. I'm here to say that I'm happy here to say that there are some incredible things happening this and kill.
Oh my God. You called. I
It's
was telling the Soul Tribe that I had called you, and I was saying that people were calling me with a lot of, trouble, problems they were going through. And you were like, get up, get out of the bed. Here's some money. You sent me some money. Say, go, get out of bed and, go on about your day, do your thing. And you were telling me about all this good stuff that's happening. Oh my gosh, it's enough to make people just stop what they doing, throw their hands up and start worshiping or praising or whatever, shouting. What good things are happening, family. Good things are happening. You know, good things are happening. And like Chief said, everybody's not going to be ready to receive those things. So we have to be the ones as the ones that were called and
it's
chosen.
the truth.
Go ahead.
It's the truth that anybody, whether it's through the foreign currency or Nasara Kasara, in the amount of that wealth you get, what are they going to do here? They're watching you.
Oh my God. They are watching closely. We heard testimony of that. They are watching closely. When I say they,
So I told you guys, but I was telling people here to give her that envy, hate, malice, and jealousy. They're on your listen. They're gonna watch you. If you got a platform, they're gonna watch you on YouTube. They're gonna watch your Facebook accounts. All of that. They're not playing games when you got these new people that come into this wealth, because these people gonna tell you. They saying be careful. If they care,
yeah, they are.
you get that wealth. They saying be careful now.
They are.
What do you think he mean when he said that? Well, you're being watched.
You're being watched. How you spend your money, what you're spending your money on, what you're talking about on the platforms, what you're talking about in the public, we are being watched. And Dave XRP Lion One tried to tell people this years ago when he came on my show, and he said, when you go to the redemption centers, the banks, the wealth management center, wherever you are, be mindful, he would say, when you go to cash in your foreign currencies or make transactions, wherever you do your transactions, be mindful because the new system is sentient. That means it's a living quantum financial system that's sentient, that can read your intentions. Not just a ledger that can tell how you moving money. It can read your intentions, your motivations in this new reality into which we're coming. So we need to walk circumspectly and we need to have integrity at the highest level, because in this new reality, all this playing that people were doing and laughing and kiki and kaka and being disrespectful to the elders and hating the children and causing chaos and mayhem, all that's not going to be allowed. You will stay in hell, meaning in 3D, while the rest of us ascend and go to heaven, which is 565 and beyond. This system is sentient, is living. And some people that's gaining access right now are being told, be careful. Just like Dave XRP Lion One tried to tell us when he came on my show like 3, 4, 5 years ago and said, be mindful, be careful how you behave. He's a pastor, but he's also in this realm. He leads a metaphysical type congregation. He said, be mindful how you act in this reality and how you act with this new wealth that's coming, because if you're not able to handle it, it will be taken away.
So like people get on these platforms, grown ass people, and saying some hideous things about people lying and thought it was cute, and thought that they can take it down on their end, and not knowing you imbecile that is always up on that end because the platforms don't belong to you. The platform was a setup so you can put your own damn foot up your ass. You see, my friend?
That's the truth.
Platform set your ass. So you thought it was funny. You watching right now. You thought it was funny, right? And I've been telling you, give her the envy, the hate, the malice. There are people out here who telling people don't get foreign currency, and that's going to participate with get the foreign currency. But guess what? You just set yourself up.
Yep.
You set yourself up, and we know, we heard that today, that they are watching people. People are getting paid through the Nasara Kasara.
Already. Proof.
Proof. And that's all I'm going to say. People are getting paid through the Nasara Kasara right now. We talk about millions of dollars. People are getting paid. And they was told, hey, be careful. So if you out there running your damn mouth on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, if you're lying like that, if you got this kind of wealth, so laugh at that. I've been trying to warn you.
Brother, who's this? Terry? Terry said, Terry wants to know, he said, when is Nasara Jasara coming? I've been hearing this for years. It's here. Listen, what I want you all to do, and I'm gonna say this real quick. I want you all to put aside all the things you've heard and put aside your fear and ask your inner self if what we're saying. Okay. I'm breaking up.
No, we can hear you now.
I said, I want people to put aside the flesh, what they think or don't believe, and I want them to let their spirit bear witness to the truth. Ask their inner man if what we're saying is true. People are being paid right now. Okay. Not only are people being paid right now, they're having their debts wiped out right now. Go ahead, Chief. He froze. Go ahead, Chief. I was saying people are being paid right now and people are having their debts wiped out right now. Can you hear me?
Say that one more time. I was leaving. Start glitching, but say that one more time now.
People are being paid right now. He's frozen.
Hold on for a second.
And people's debts are being wiped out right now. It's going to happen. You have to know. I desire for you to know it. Okay. Just do a paradigm shift and just know it's happening. It's happening. Chief, I was saying some people are gaining access right now, and some people are having their debts paid off right now.
Here, you're froze on my end.
Hmm. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Thank you for the jewels. They can hear me. They can hear me, Chief. Thank you. Chicago says, Dr. Pruitt, it resonates, the frequency and the energy behind it. Thank you. Thank you. The energy of money is extremely strong. You aren't spiritually prepared for it. If you aren't, you will lose it. You can hear? Okay. Thank you for the jewels again. Thank you. Thank you, Anna. Anna says it is happening. The banks, so much is happening. I'm telling you, I've heard testimony. While I've heard testimony of some people not having access, because what I've learned, and I told my private group this, and I told the public group before I went and reported in detail my private group that there was a banker who is an executive of a bank, an executive trustee of a bank, who said that there were going to be some interruptions in the communications. Like there are going to be some interruptions at the banking system, and there are going to be some interruptions in communications as the people in power that are taking down the deep state, the military, freezes certain assets, and they're freezing access to certain to certain things. But while some things are being frozen, and they're stopping the access for the deep state gaining access to the money and the wealth, there are some people that have tapped into the wealth. There are some people. My son Dex Lattimore, who's an economist, and I did the show not long ago. Why are the whales moving money? The whales are the billionaires, the people with big money, the hedge funds, the single family offices, the wealthy people. They're moving assets. Some of them are moving their assets because some of them might be trying to run. But then there are some people moving their assets out of the old nefarious banking system into new systems that aren't even banks, new systems that are already in place based on a quantum financial system that have nothing to do with the banks. I'm telling you what I heard before, but now what I know. I'm going to leave it at that. Some people are literally gaining access to the wealth, and some people are literally having their debts wiped out. There's something happening in the system. There's something happening in the banking system where it's being changed over from the old SWIFT system to the new quantum financial system. What were you going to say, Chief?
That's exactly right. I mean, there are people actually getting paid from the SAR Gasara, and it says the SAR Gasara. It's happening for people, guys. We're there. So they have a lot of things. If you see, I post on my Facebook page and also YouTube that they said 17 states are going to be facing blackouts.
Whoa, I did not see that, but we announced that could happen. I did not.
It's getting ready to happen. It says 17 states, and then they're saying that Italy, France, and a third country is facing fires and smoke like we did here.
Chief, go ahead.
Then they said that so-called 3 police got shot. So they're giving you these numbers. It's all fake. They're giving you threes. The shit show is on its way, guys. Get your popcorn and slushy.
I just found it, Chief. I did not know that you had posted that. As much as you and I have been talking, I sure didn't know about this one, Chief. But 17 states are under an emergency order for electricity. Is your state one of them? The order is a last resort before issuing level 3. Level 3. They like doing 3s and 3s. Level 3 energy emergency alerts, which could lead to rolling blackouts throughout the United States. I see it.
We're ready, guys. We're right there, guys. It's about to roll out.
The United States Department of Energy placed 17 states, here's that number 17, that's Q, under an emergency order to ease stress on the nation's power grid as severe heat builds throughout the country. The emergency order allows Southwest Power Pool Incorporated, the regional transmission organization for states in the central U.S., to direct backup generation resources to reduce strain on the grid. Interestingly enough, Chief, they're talking about rolling blackouts and electricity problems. President Trump just brokered a deal with Saudi Arabia for nuclear energy to replace electricity. Wow. Okay. Interesting. I'll put this in the chat for you all. So, and remember, you and I came on and we were talking about this banker that said that everything was about to go down. He talked about how it could be a rolling blackout, it could be interruption in communication. And while the mayhem was going on, the people who have investments are probably going to be going to the banks while everybody's attention is over here. But why would they have rolling blackouts, Chief? Do we know why they would do that?
Well, we said the blackouts, in the case they were just basically rebooting the system off and on, guys. And we said that I was telling the people that something before this RV happens, something major has to happen.
You have been saying that, yeah.
I said something major has to happen in order for them to, bring the RV in. They got to keep the people who are not meant to get this not to get it. And even though we're going live right now on YouTube and we're talking about the RV, do you still realize how many people don't even know anything about this? Guys, do you realize how special you are to be getting this information? And in the last 3 to 4 months, we've been getting a lot of new subscribers who are just catching on here and laying on the word that we're saying and getting some foreign currency. We got people getting in at the 11th hour. I've been talking to so many new people saying, Chief Mac, I heard you. I'm a new subscriber on your show. I heard you on the Young Elder show. I heard you on Dr. Kid's show. I follow you right there. We can lay on every word you're saying. We got some foreign currency. We got this. Now we need to get the trust. People getting in at the last. I was able to spend $500. I was able to spend it. A lady told me, she said, I didn't have this. A lady told me she gave blood to get foreign currency.
Wow.
I said, really? I said, ma'am, don't worry about paying people don't trust. So no. I said, I got you. Don't worry about paying me for the trust. And this all means you can call me up and give me a sob story. Because that ain't gonna work. The woman didn't even ask. She was gonna pay me for the trust. People call me up trying to get. First thing they do is send me a long ass paragraph, and I got so many people to deal with, and then get on the phone with me and then give me a song and a dance. No, I'm not. No. Oh, you know what, ma'am? You can wait till after the RV and get back with me. Yes, get some liquidity and wait till after the RV and get back with me. Okay. Oh, yeah. Then what else? Okay. Have a nice day. If you call me up thinking you're gonna give me a song, and then the woman was willing to pay me. She gave blood. She said, I know this thing is going to happen. I don't have any money, but I'm not going to beg and ask people for nothing. But I can go out there. One thing I appreciate about you, kid, you've never asked me to do anything for somebody for free.
No, I'm going to pay. Now, the story of the lady that you talked about that gave blood. I mean, you told her don't ever give blood again. That you got her, but she reminds me of the widow's mite. That's a famous New Testament story in Mark 12:41-44, where a poor woman gave 2 tiny coins to the temple. It was all she had, and it was just a beautiful story about how rich people were trying to give a lot of money to be show-offs. But all she had was 2 small copper coins that they used to call mites. And she was so grateful for the message that she heard that she gave her 2 coins. I just thought about that lady when you were telling me.
The moral of that story right there, kid, is that what she had to give was way more valuable than what the rich people had to give. Because what the rich people had to give wasn't a sacrifice. Because they had an overage. What she
Mm,
gave was her last of the sacrifice. It was the,
wow.
and that's what it meant something.
Mm,
You
that's
know.
beautiful. Chief, before you go on, can I show you what who is this said? Neil Embry said, "Hi Neil, thank you for commenting." Said I got a letter paying off school loans. People
It's
are
happening.
it's happening. Thank you for sharing that. Congratulations. Wow. I'm so happy. I'm just so grateful. I'm so happy. Who is this? Sister Janine says, Doc, I keep getting calls offering me loans and said I'm not getting caught up. Oh, she's saying I'm not getting caught up in your trap. Okay. But yeah, we got to be smart. We're not trying to just take on any loans.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
not right
Ain't no
now.
more loans. We don't need any loans. Now when they giving out money.
Hmm. Oh, somebody said, so Sister Sabrina said, my cell phone went offline for no reason today. I've been experiencing that too. And my cell phone been going offline. And I told Chief my voicemail was locked. So I wasn't getting any of my voicemail messages. So I called my carrier, I think that's what you call them. And I was like, why my voicemail is, I've not been able to get my messages for several days. She said, "Oh, we're testing the system, and you're going to get some lockouts. You won't be getting any calls. We're just testing the system. It might take a while. We're going to reboot it, but it still might take a few more days." I don't know what's happening, exactly, but we know communications are being blocked for the nefarious people.
So don't be surprised that coming the first week of
Mm,
August,
mm,
you're going to see some shutdowns for some banks.
wow.
Mark my words. Watch.
Mm, mm,
So if you can, to pull some change out, guys.
yes. Why should they pull a change out, Chief, out of the bank?
You won't have, because see, just so you know, yesterday I wasn't able to use my card, my bank
Oh,
card, in the
wow.
daytime with Navy Federal.
Wow. Wow.
But then I had some change in me because I was telling you, you're gonna start panicking. You could be out and need to use your car and not be able to use it. You're gonna panic if you don't have the cash
Mm-hmm.
gap.
Mm-hmm. 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 Who is this? Go ahead. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Chief.
you're gonna start. So make sure we start getting some cash out, guys, because we don't want you guys panicking because things about to happen. The SARA, it's in full effect. Full effect.
It is.
It's in full effect. Folks
It
are
is.
out here getting paid through the SARA.
They are.
So if anybody who doubted Kia and people were talking about her, hating, being jealous and envious, she just said things that cloud chasing for views. Like she was speaking facts.
Thank you, Chief.
She was speaking facts. Is that because people are mad and angry because where you get your source of information from because they can't get it? Think you clout? No, you are good at what you do
Thank you,
in your
Chief.
own way. You be giving the people the information, and thousands upon thousands of people have been able to get foreign currency at the sound of your
Yay.
voice.
Oh, so happy to hear that.
Yes. So you put this record. So the energy that you have put out, you're about people got gifts for you. When they get foreign, people have gifts for you because people appreciate the work that you've been doing, even when you didn't feel like doing. You wanted to give up, and so a lot of people see. So you guys need to be thankful. I'm thankful because
Thank you.
I found out about foreign currency to kill.
Thank you, Chief.
So a year and a half ago, I just started getting foreign currency,
Mm.
and I got foreign currency because I heard Kia speaking about foreign currency, and I was able to make enough. I got a considerably a nice amount of foreign currency, and I have her to thank for that, for sounding her voice on that,
Thank you, Chief.
and giving out the information, even though people were hating on her, talked about it. Kia put herself in a she put herself, in the middle of a fire, for doing this. And that's why I say, guys, if you have a donation, give it, man. She deserves it, man.
Thank you, Chief. I appreciate
I'll make sure I keep her motivated, inspired,
you.
to do it. Hey, now it's
totally.
time. Yeah, it's time to put people in times out and go out there and do something for yourself. Because people put
Okay.
everything off on you, bar you down. I said, no, get out there, and get something for yourself, get some coffee, do your thing. And people coming to you about this and that, and you're wearing you down because of their inability to come back together. I said, no, put them
You
in
did.
times out, do your thing,
You
'Cause
did.
that's what I'm doing.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, you said put people on timeout. And I remember one time I was like, I was so frustrated and so tired. This was like probably a month or two ago. I was like, I'm just going to shut it all down. I'm going to shut this stuff down. You just let me just rant and rave.
Yeah, I did. I said, you'll be all right. Go ahead and get it out. Go ahead and have a fit. You'll be okay. Now, if you had a fit to get yourself together, go ahead and get some coffee. Here's $100. Go ahead. Yeah. I have 9 sisters and a mom. I know women, so just let them say they're gonna say get over it. Yeah.
Thank you, Chief. Chief got a big, strong chest, strong arms. He can handle it all. Let's go. I'm with you all. Oh, what are you all saying? Somebody said somebody was under NDA. Oh, people were signing. Thank you, Wiggs. It's good to hear from you. People were signing NDAs for years now. At least that's
Yeah.
what has been said. Maybe this is why I don't hear of them anymore. Yes, some people are under NDAs. That's true. Mm. Mm.
And now we found out, guys, that while the rich didn't want to mix in with the regular people, why they have their own areas that they live in, because now we found out they were under NDAs. Now we found out why these celebrities or certain people, they're under NDAs too.
Mm-hmm.
And certain people are not ready to become a multi-millionaire because they got too much hate in their heart. When you get that money, you have to have a brain reboot, a reset in your brain.
Yeah.
You can't get this type of wealth with the mentality and the mass mindset that you have. You can't get it. And if you mess it, that's like these lottery winners. They get money so fast before they even had a chance to change their thought process.
Right.
And they end up losing it and going broke in a year or two. That's levels to this shit. And I've done the groundwork to be a trillionaire, a billionaire, 100 millionaire. I've done the groundwork. I understand what I need to do. When I get this wealth, it's just not about me. And I don't need to operate with any envy, hate, malice, or jealousy. I've done all that work 2-3 years ago. I've done the work. So I'm ready to receive it right now. I'll be given the information on how to set up trust, do trust, how to operate in trust. Now I'm bringing people. I'm really bringing genealogy to the people. I'm going to bring whole life insurance and making it a beneficiary of the trust. I'm bringing all these. I'm giving the people. I'm not on here running my mouth and being envious and jealous about people. I'm showing you guys how to get the bag and manage your own damn business. Let's get this shit, man. That's what I'm doing. Anything else is obsolete.
Chief, here's some good news here. Brother Howard says my college loans of $65,000 disappeared from my credit report. 65K, 65,000. Congratulations, Howard. That's awesome. It's happening.
It needed to disappear because it was paid for already.
Oh, talk about that.
Disappear. It was paid for already. Americans are the only people being bamboozled to pay for your damn education when they should be giving. It's free. The other nations' education is free. And then they come over here, they don't have to pay for the education. It's free off your backs. Y'all should have something to say about that. Then they come over here for an education that they don't even pass. They just giving it to them. And you think these people are just that smart?
No.
No, they're not.
No. Joshua said, yes, there was a text or a warning from energy company in Colorado for tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you for the jewels, Sister Michelle. Appreciate the 1,000 jewels. So they were paying. So what they're doing when they're paying off our student loans, they're just accessing our trust and then just wiping it out. Okay.
So it's paid for already. So they need to go ahead and just cancel just offset the debt because it's been paid for already. Just like your mortgage payment, just like your credit card payments, your car loan, the credit you get is your own credit, but the banks have been flipping stuff inside out and backwards.
Mm.
Now I'm happy the banks can no longer do that and fractionalize our deposits anymore because you're not dealing with the fiat currency.
Okay.
So it's I know it's tough right now, but I said we can weather the storm.
We can weather the storm. Mm.
Things because somebody else we got a person that practically almost died. They had cancer, beat cancer, was in a coma for 2 or 3 months, was told they would never walk again, all this stuff. They had people in their family dying and have a lot of now this person is experiencing true total bliss. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and financially. Isn't that right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, Kira and I know something, guys, but we're not at liberty to talk about it.
Oh my God. Yes. I'm getting chills just thinking about that conversation we had earlier. Wow. Wow. Congratulations. Robin said, I just purchased some gold backs. Yes, I'm so proud of you. Gold backs, that's 24 karat gold, family. It's on a polymer note, but it's 24 karat and it's used right now in most states for local goods and services. You can go to goldback.com. You can go to APMEX, APMEX. You can go to JM Bullion, SD Bullion, Money Metals, many different places. Or just go to goldback.com. It's an inexpensive way to buy real gold. So, I know people say, well, we don't have money, and I get it, but there's almost always a way. Go to goldback.com. Let's see, one goldback should be about $8.15. It's an inexpensive way to get gold. Of course, you can get a gram of gold. You can get an ounce, a half an ounce, a quarter of an ounce. But at 4,000 and some, dollars per ounce.
How much is gold right now for an ounce? How much?
Okay. Oh, an ounce of gold. So just for people that want to go back, I'm going to put that in the chat for you all. It's $8.15 for one gold back, and this is what they look like. 1 ounce of gold, let me see, it's $4,065. I'll bring that up.
Wow.
I'll go to goldprice.org for that. Hold on, family. Let me show you that. For a whole troy ounce of 0.999 pure gold, it is $4,049.24. Now it's 33 cents. $4,084. It's going up. $4,084, and silver is $57.
An ounce, $57 an ounce.
An ounce, yes. Yes.
Okay, so silver went down and gold still right there. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And also, family, of course, I'm an affiliate with Miles Franklin Precious Metals Company. So if you desire to get silver or gold ounces or kilograms, call Miles Franklin Precious Metals Company at 952-929-7006, or you can send an email to info@milesfranklin.com. I have it on the screen right here, 952-929-7006. Let them know that Dr. Kia Pruitt referred you, and you will get the best prices in the industry. And I'm going to get a link. I'm going to get a personal link so that people just click on a link and they don't have to make calls if they don't want to. Yeah. Somebody. Okay, I read your comment. I'm reading your comments. Last month, Clockit says last month as well in California, phone services were on, but Wi-Fi was not working. Here's another testimony. Sister Anna says, I know people whose student loans have been forgiven. It's happening. Wow. Somebody's been having problems with internet in Detroit. Thank you for sharing that. Chicago, Anna talked about internet issues. Secmec Fire God, it's always good to see you in the house, sis. Says my bank was out of service last week, Monday. The entire system, no app, nothing worked.
See, yeah.
My daughter had the same experience last week. That's why Chief and I both are saying get some cash out. Get some cash out, and if you have extra, go either call Miles Franklin Precious Metals Company or go to your local coin dealer and ask for constitutional silver. That's also called junk silver. Those coins are recognized by merchants all over the world as real lawful money, and they're not as expensive as the silver bullion, a whole ounce of silver. You can get constitutional silver, which are silver coins that were minted before 1964. Your local coin shop has them. So you might want to have some of those on hand too, so that you can barter with them. This is what people that were in the community where they would preppers. Preppers always have cash on hand, food on hand, tools on hand, and constitutional coins because it's always recognized as lawful money. Let's see, what else are you all saying? It's a beautiful time to be alive. I agree. Okay, Brother Tony, good to see you always supporting the Soul Tribe and Dr.
What's up, Brother Tony?
He says, my friend in Atlanta told me that yesterday she had to get a new one. A new what? New phone? Lights have been going off, Sister Anna said. Wow. Yeah, pull money out of the bank, Sister Belinda. I agree. You know, save enough in there to pay your bills, but I'm with y'all. Take some out because you don't want to get into a situation where you need the cash and there's none there. Dewana, I've been going through the same thing. Says my voicemail completely reset and I had to start all over today. They've been resetting the system, Chief.
That's what there.
Let me ask you, Chief. So if somebody is pulling out money out of the bank and say they just storing some, you know, should they get like say, I don't know, should they get large bills, small bills, or a mixture?
You just get what the bank can get you. You know, typically if you put out large amount of money, they will give you even hundreds. You know, they will give you hundreds, but try to ask us at least 20s. You know,
20s. Okay.
If they got hundreds, 50s, and 20s, you want to get that.
Okay, sounds good. 150s and 20s. Yes. Oh, you're welcome. D. Samuel said, I'm so grateful to you both. It's our great pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna have to help some people too, especially our family members. Brother Howard says they've started the new system. I agree. Red Cross declared, Sister Belinda says Red Cross declared a blood crisis. Don't do it.
These devils need more blood. They want more blood.
You were talking to me about, can you talk about that? Thank you, Sister Belinda. She said, don't fall for it. Why are they asking for blood?
We need to do a live and tell everybody, these devils need more blood because they're not able to, they stopped them from doing the, snatching people up. It's a hard on that. So now they're trying to beg and plead for blood. Don't give them any blood. Because what
do they need our blood for, Chief? What do they need it for?
It's mainly the melanated people blood that they need because our blood is of the earth naturally. So they're trying to put our blood inside them to sustain them to live in a world that they're here illegally. So they're putting our blood. This is why they have blood plasma centers only in the melanated areas. Because the whole world is feeding off of us spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and financially off of our wealth because the world was given to us. Now we're trying to find out. They nervous. The banks are nervous and scared. They need us. And now you hear they talk about they run out of blood. They need blood. Don't give it to them. We need to have a campaign that says no blood giving. Push that because we want these vampires to starve.
Ooh, I heard that.
That's what they are. Cold-blooded vampires. We want them to starve. And we need to start watching. You see white trucks around here. We need to have a community where they think they watching us, but we watching you.
Ooh, yes.
How about we watch them? How many when
Yes.
we watch these white trucks and watch our children and young adults out here and stop them from getting snuffed up and out, and used for their body parts?
Mm. And
You don't need no damn blood. Don't give no blood. No.
don't do it, family. And beware of these schools too, because they've started new rules now where you can't just walk into school and visit your child. You can't even go in the schools to take out your child. They have these new rules now where you have to have ID and a certain type, and I guess it's a driver's license to even go into school. And it makes sense because you want to make sure the children are safe, but they will keep you outside. You show your ID, and some of the schools won't even let you in, period. Be mindful that they can lock these schools down at any time, and you might not be able to get access to your children. I'm just telling you, they just started this new rule last year. And if you pay attention, you'll see the schools more and more look like prisons. Well, now they have fences around the schools and iron gates and all that. And they're saying they're protecting the kids.
When your child, and you need to truly look up the word pair means
Okay.
pair is two. Means two,
Oh.
right?
Yeah.
Pair. So both you guys are renting, parent. Look at that. I'm gonna teach y'all the etymology of words. Pair means two, right? A pair,
Yeah.
look at a pair of shoes. We know pair of shoes. So they're saying parent. Parent. So both of you guys are renting your child. So when the school has your child, they are the parent. They are the parent more so than you are. Because you are the parent, so you don't want to be. That's my offspring. Stop saying I'm her parent. No, that's my offspring.
Mm.
So start things different because if the school have your child, they are the parent.
They have guardian. They have they're the custodians over your children. Huh? They literally.
Yes.
Mm.
So this is why it's important to have your child in a trust as a beneficiary. Has to do that authentication of the birth certificate with the state, federal, put that on the record, and as you go in that school, you lay down the fucking law.
Mm.
This child, she's trust property, and I control the trust. I'm the grantor and the trustee over this estate, and that child is a trust property. Give me my damn child right now.
Mm.
Your child is not a kid, because a kid is a baby goat. Stop calling your child a kid. That's my child. That's my offspring.
Yes, sir. And when you get the opportunity, create your own school, homeschool them, or have somebody in the community come with you. You all make something, create something for your children. You are more than welcome. Sister Linda says, I'm thankful for you both for all of the knowledge and love that you both have done so graciously, that you so graciously give to the Soul Tribe. You're welcome. Jonna wants to know, Chief Mac, did we hear that Australians got a text message alert today testing the new system?
Guys, we're there, guys, brothers and sisters. Congratulations.
We made it.
People doubted us. They talked about us, And I know Akia and I know both today. We got some information. I'm not at liberty to go into detail, but we got some information that literally blew us away. I called Kia. I got the information I wanted to share with Kia.
You got it.
And I'm gonna tell you guys the information we got today blew us away. Am I correct, Kia?
You're correct. You're correct.
First-hand information, not no second-hand information, from a reliable source that I can call a brother and a friend of mine. Said something to us that blew our minds. And we know that the Nassar is here.
It's here. And they're confirming it in the chat, talking about loans being dissolved. And, y'all were confirming it. Absolutely. Somebody said if you have old jumper cables, strip them for copper. Yeah. Thank you.
Just so you know, about a couple of hours ago, William from Banknote World sent me a text and said that he had a 10% sale on top of the sale he had for all of the foreign currencies, gold, silver, and copper. He has a so they're trying to offload and get rid of what they have. Something's getting ready to happen.
Yeah, we saw sales on some of these banknotes. And just know people might say, but some of the sites that they say that these currencies are demonetized. Well, they have to say that because they're under NDAs too, non-disclosure agreements. They're not going to tell everybody that you can take these currencies and exchange them and become wealthy. It's
Of
not
course.
it's honestly not for everybody because everybody don't know how to handle that type of wealth. Doesn't know how to handle that type of wealth.
Demonetization on those as a disclosure had to be put there for people who are not sure what they're doing. So that's to discourage you. If you on them sites and you're looking, and if you think that because it said demonetization, it's not going to be demonetized, and you believe that it wasn't for you. That's there to for the people who are nonchalant or not sure about what they're doing, and then see that right there. They say, "Oh, they said no, I don't believe it. I'm not going to get anything." And then that because you got folks out there that's talking against the Zimbabwe Sims said it's not going to be demonetized. You're fooling yourself. Don't listen to anybody. And what's the $99 to $150 to lose if you look at the game 15 million? Play games if you want to. Some of y'all out there tricking with more than $150, $100. Some of y'all eat more than that in 2 days.
Yeah.
Well, I'm about to push those Holster cupcakes, Twinkies off for slam dunk those Holster cupcakes down your throat that they're fried chicken. Why don't you take that and just get some foreign currency? Take that silver or gold in. If you gold, take that ring off that turns your finger green and try to get something for it. I told one guy, I said, look, man, you got anything in your house that's of any value, you don't have any foreign currency. Look, if you got something that you can pound to get you $300 to $500, $500 can turn to at least $30 million.
Wow.
If you mix that in with the right amount of bonds and currency, $500 can turn into $30+ million. Send me a consultation fee, and I will explain to you how to do that.
So how can they get in contact with you to send a consultation fee?
Just put it in Alan Judah 47. You don't even have to email. You can just send a consultation fee of $75 and leave your number. Get straight to me.
Alan Judah 47 on Cash App, or you rather have that one, huh?
Unity in Motion 45 at yahoo.com is for those of you who don't have Cash App. I have Zelle and PayPal, and typically people living in the different countries have to pay through PayPal.
Okay.
So listen, as we get to close, if you hear this right here, if you're a hater, whatever you are, if you're in the background, you get your ass some damn foreign currency, man. And the guy told us at the banks that the banks were doing trust, but he said they were trying to charge him over $7,000 for it.
Wow. I'm putting your email address, Unity.
Yeah. And the banks are just doing a regular revocable living trust. They're not doing the irrevocable trust. And they're not getting you a foreign EIN number. They're going to do a trust for you, and you're going to use your own social to open it up, which is an oxymoron.
Unity in Motion 45 at yahoo.com, family. I got it on the screen here, and I put it in the chat to contact Chief Mac. But you can bypass that by sending a $75 consultation fee to Cash App, $ Alan Judah 47.
And for those of you who I've sent you my number to call me for making the consultation payment, I'll get to you. It's just that today, I truly am a busy man.
I know.
And today, with the information that I got today, kind of had my head gone. I was just saying that the information that I got today, I was on the phone with this person for about 4 hours. The information that I got today had me miscombobulated for us both. well, we were jumping and rejoicing.
We were.
The information I got today. So I'll get to you guys. I know that you guys call me today and send me text messages. I promise I'll get to you. Some of you I may call tonight. I'm not going to go live tonight. I did this,
Okay.
I'm going to go live tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm going to try to make some calls tonight, and I'm going to get to the majority of the people tomorrow. Guys, this thing is about ready to happen, and we need a contingency plan on what we need to do when we get this wealth. Don't allow anybody to gaslight you, get the hate, the envy, malice, and jealousy out your heart. Because if you don't, you're gonna lose the wealth that you're gonna get. They're watching. They're watching. We were told today that the people are watching.
Yeah, they are.
So I'm not even planning on. I don't even want to be on these platforms, man. I'm gonna be gone, man. So if you need to get to me now, I can't promise I'm gonna be around simply because I'm gonna be having to take care of myself and my family, immediate family.
Yes.
Really soon, Kia we're gonna stop going on here. We're gonna do things and talk about things in a private class. So if you're not in that private group like that, you're gonna miss out.
Wow. So if you want to join a private group, family, feel free to join the private group. You can hit the join button on any of my videos. It should just say join on any of the videos, and I'll show you a link here in just a minute. I'll bring it up because, like Chief Mack said, we were not going to be in the public soon. We'll just be in the private group, sharing intel, sharing information, teaching people how to execute some of the information that we've been sharing. I'll put that link here in the chat for you all, and I'll also bring it up. I don't even know why I'll bring this up, but you could this is the link that I put in the chat for you can join here, and you'll be in. We talk a lot about living in the private. We talk about foreign currencies. This weekend, we talked about some Zimbabwe news, some great news coming out of Zimbabwe, and different BRICS news, BRICS information. And we've also shared about 2 weeks ago, Chief really went in on information on how to live in the private, stuff we hadn't heard before. It was just like eye-opening. So we give thanks for Chief Mack. Thank you, Chief Mack, for always taking time out of your busy schedule to educate the people. We appreciate it. And then we talk a lot about other investments as well. And it's a private group for people that just want to be together and share. And some people share each other's phone numbers and email and just build community that way. Chief, Rich, hi, Rich. Rich says, I haven't paid my mortgage for a year. Wow. Clockett said we were supposed to live in a prepaid society. I mean, everything's already paid for. Now, I know that people are saying you must have yes, let's get the likes up. Thank you so much, Earl. Thank you so much, Sister Janine. Also, please hit that like button. People are saying you gotta have a humanitarian project in order to redeem your Zim bonds or in order to participate in the revaluation of currencies if you have foreign currencies. Chief Mack and I don't necessarily hold that as a belief that you must have a humanitarian project, although we encourage people to have humanitarian projects, because what are you going to do with all the wealth that you have? So I have somebody that's coming on my show tomorrow, which is July the 28th. And it'll be 5:00 p.m. Ishmael Pruitt. He's going to talk about healing the world. Young man in his early 30s, young father and husband, how to heal the world. He said, heal the world, how to create humanitarian projects or just projects and organizations to alleviate human suffering. He's already doing the work. He's been doing the work since he was in college. So, college children typically don't have any money. So he didn't have money, but he was feeding the homeless and the hungry as a young college student in Sacramento, California, and then later in Los Angeles, California. And he's established organizations and humanitarian projects to do that, as well as he started progress projects and programs to mentor young people, specifically young males, to prepare them for a life as a father and a husband. So this man is coming on. He's college educated. He has a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. For those, if that's a value system of yours, you need to hear from somebody that actually has gone through the system to get a college certified. He has those degrees. He's in the mentorship lifestyle. He has a wife. He has a child. He's a leader as a young man. So he'll be on tomorrow at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please make sure you listen to that. How to create a humanitarian project right now. Don't even have to wait. And how to solicit and get funding for that. Now, you want to get funding for that. Then you want to talk to Chief Mack, about how to get a trust. Okay. But he's coming on at 5 to talk about that. That'll be in the public group. But if you're in a private group, some of you know, what's his name? Dave XRP Lion One. Dave was a professional forensic accountant who worked with millionaires and very wealthy people. Dave XRP, I used to talk to him all the time, very often. Gold Star Susan Price introduced me to him a long time ago. Gold Star Mother Susan Price. Well, if you are in the private group, I shared a video with you, and we had already talked about this video before, but I re-uploaded that video as we're getting ready for the RV, revaluing our currency. So Dave XRP Lion One heard a podcast that Gold Star Mother Susan Price and I did, where she broke down how to create a humanitarian project. Now, she was vetted by President Trump's first administration and the gentleman that was over these projects. So what was his name? Ben Carson, Dr. Ben Carson at the time was vetting people who wanted to do humanitarian projects to help humanity. Under Trump's first administration, Gold Star Mother Susan Price, actually her project was approved. I'm going to upload a show that she and I did. Okay, but it's a lengthy show about how to create humanitarian projects. But Dave XRP Lion One heard our podcast and he condensed it and he made it very easy to understand. That simplified version, how to create humanitarian projects with ease, is in a private group. So all my private members, here it is right here. It says how to create a humanitarian project simplified, manage your wealth wisely by Dave XRP Lion One. So please go watch that if you're in my private group. And when you click on it, you'll see this is Dave XRP Lion One right here.
Go ahead and get a video out with you.
If you're in the public, you'll get a longer version of that. But if you want the condensed version, that's like 30 minutes or less, this is the one you want to look at. I'll put that in the chat for you. I apologize for taking up so much time, Chief.
No, good. It's all good. It's all good. I'm excited about life.
Yes.
I'm excited for us, those of us who persevered and hang in there. Yeah, I'm happy.
We're there. We just got to weather the storm. I agree. Clock it. Agreeing with you, Chief. He said we already have weathered the storm by being meek and humble, graceful and merciful to all who continue to be oppressive towards the chosen. Oh, here, Chief, Sister Shirley says, how can I help my son? He's on drugs. Oh, that hurts my heart. That hurts my heart. How can she help her son, Chief?
What did she say going on with that son?
He's on drugs.
You're just going to have to try to get some. There's nothing really can do about that. Just speak life and protection over him. When the RV happens, you'll have the funds to be able to and grab and snatch your son up and move him out of that element and put him somewhere, some care. Get him outside that element and put him somewhere where he can, kick it. Just you got to. You can't help him unless you get him outside the element.
Yeah. That's very tough. They do have to be out the element. And those of us that have a humanitarian mindset, and we might have a way to start a project now or maybe later at the RV, we need to really think about creating healing clinics for the people that are on drugs, because it's hard to shake. They can't shake it. They can't shake it.
Not inside the elements where they're selling it. You got to get outside the elements.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Chief, and thank you for sharing that, Sister Shirley. We'll be sending up lots of positive thoughts and healing vibrations going to the ancestors on behalf of your baby. I know that's tough to watch. It's very, very tough. Dewana says, I got one gold back for $7.92 at JM Bullion. Oh, congratulations. Earl said, Chief, thank you. I faxed my paperwork off this morning for the trust.
Right.
We're excited too. Any other news, Chief?
That's it for now. Listen, any given day, at any given time, things can happen. Things can happen. It is right now, Tuesday morning in Iraq.
Wow. Oh, so okay.
Anything can happen from here on out, guys. If you see anything that happen on the news, just know they're trying to pull your heartstrings. Don't fall for it. Stay focused and stay intentional. Let's get the bag so we can create heaven on earth for ourselves, for as collectively we ought to be able to. A lot of us are family. Some of us who, some of us are going to get a chance to meet each other. And because we went to school together. We are the graduating class of the new 1%ers.
Yes, sir.
We are. And some of us, like I said, we're going to chance to meet when this thing happen, which it will happen. And so some of you that have got your trust done for me, who I vetted, who I know your spirit is right, you'll be invited to get a personal invitation to this event I'm going to be throwing. And when we get a chance to meet each other and roll our sleeves up and meet and greet each other, and some of us be able to change numbers and come together and doing bids together.
Yes, sir. Somebody said, who is that? A few years ago, hi, Sino Shore. I told my late wife about Nasara. She didn't believe it until they did a test run on her accounts. Everything vanished for an entire week. The mortgage, SUV payments, everything. Wow. Wow. Greetings. Thank you so much, Keith. Says, thank you. Greetings to you both. What is happening to the mortgage? I read the government sued the mortgage companies. I didn't know about that. Are the mortgages going to go away, Chief?
They have to, because they were paid for in the beginning. It's fraud. Heaven on earth is on its way to those that is deserving too. And the word mortgage is not going to exist anymore because that means death pledge.
Look at this. Thank you for sharing that, Chief. Listen, Chief, and who is that? Brother Keith, I appreciate you for sharing what you just said about the government suing the mortgage company. So I looked it up, and this is the AI summary. The federal government has sued several mortgage companies in recent years, including Rocket Mortgage, Freedom Mortgage Corporation, and the Mortgage Firm. These lawsuits involve different companies and various rule-breaking claims by federal agencies. And so this is what happens, because some people say, well, what about this mortgage company? What about that? And listen, when the government sues or anybody sues a company and there's a ruling made, that ruling sets the precedent for what's to happen with all the other mortgage companies or with all the other situations. So now, go ahead.
It's a trend that's going to happen.
This is awesome. Wow. I'm glad we had this live today, Chief, because this is encouraging.
So I know that just anybody out there that's feeling discouraged, you don't have to be, because the SAR is in full effect and the RV is getting ready to happen.
Sister Janine, you want to know where can you find that information? Here it is: government sued mortgage companies. You see any questions you want to answer, Chief, or any? Are you able to see the comments? I just put it in the chat.
I'm not able to see the comments. I can do that.
And I know you're there with your family, Chief. So let me hurry up. We love you too, Sister LaMonica says we love you. Oh yes. Sister Janine says, Doc, student loans were being forgiven during the pandemic. Yeah, clock it. They about to revalue all the currencies and the dollar won't be the top. Zoe Wright says. Yep. So grateful my loan finally got paid to zero balance. The letter came, Sister Sandra said. Here's another testimony. Woo! Credit unions and banks have been down in Detroit also. Big Dre said, Chief. Credit unions down in Detroit.
What's happening? I told you guys that in the first week of next month, watch what happens.
Somebody said make sure you also get 10s, 5s, and 1s. When you get money out the bank, you get some. Chief had mentioned you want to get 100s, 20s, 10s, and and also it's smaller bills, 10s, 5s, and 1s. Have them on hand because you never know if you need them if you can't get to the bank. Listen to this. Segment Fire Guy that says, I honestly believe the dealer that I bought my Zig notes from signed a non-disclosure agreement, also known as an NDA. I called him back to purchase more. Suddenly, he knows nothing about Zigs and how they work, even though that's where she bought some for already. Wow. We'll pray for California or ask the Most High to take care of California. Miguel says T-Mobile was down in San Francisco for 3 hours today. My internet has been acting weird for the last few weeks, Keith said. Go ahead. What'd you say, Chief?
No, that's about to happen.
I've been getting emails regarding a blood shortage, Inner World said. Oh, they going hard on trying to get the blood. Okay. CMS says, living here in Florida during storm season, it was important to have lots of singles. So thank you for sharing that. Get lots of single ones out the bank, family. Make sure you have some cash on hand. What else should they have on hand, Chief? Terry says, my phone and TV have been glitching for a while now. So you want to have some cash on hand? Listen, Sister Linda said, Chief, the Chase Bank rolled out the red carpet for me once I set up my trust like you asked me to, like you told me to. Majority of the workers are from Middle Eastern descent. They know what time it is.
Who said?
Linda.
She got a trust for me?
Yes. And Chase Bank rolled out the red carpet once she set up her trust.
Is this in Michigan?
Where's that at, Sister Linda? Is that Michigan?
What state is this in?
While she's answering what state it's in, they need blood for plasma.
Sister Linda, Sister Linda, send me a text message.
Okay, let me Sister Linda.
If she got her trust through me, if she got open that Chase Bank, I need you to call me immediately. I've got this live. Okay,
send Chief a text to Unity. I'm sending this to you, Sister Linda.
But if she got her trust for me, I don't need her to email me. She can call me.
Okay. She has it. Okay, call him.
If she says she got her trust done to me, she should have my number.
Okay, he needs to talk to you. They've been rolling out the red carpet for her, and she said they know what's up. The people from the Middle East. Oh, they need the plasma to drink it. They need blood for the plasma. Earl said to drink. Sister Shanilsa said. So get money on hand. And you might want some water, definitely water, because you need water to survive. What else? Maybe some canned goods, some supplies, whatever your medicine, whatever you could need in case there's an outage. Because we reported that how many states? We said many states have already gotten notice that they could have an electricity outage. So whatever you could need in case of an electricity outage, get that. Put in the chat what they need, what people need, family. I had it pulled up. Oh, here it is. 17 states are under an emergency order for electricity. If you're new here or you're just coming on, Chief Mac brought this up to our attention. And so I looked it up and I pulled it up, family. You see the number 17. 17 is Q. Q is a group of military specialists that were given out or have been giving out intel since 2018 of what's been going on with the military taking down the elites in power, the bankers, the corporate leaders, the black nobility, all these beings in power that enslave humanity. They've been taking them down. But here is something that just came out. Chief Mac brought it to our attention. 17 states are under an emergency order for electricity. Is your state one of them? The order is a last resort before issuing level 3 energy emergency alerts. Level 3 is one of their numbers, which could lead to a rolling blackout throughout the United States.
Yep.
So rolling blackout, you need some candles or some flashlights or both. What else you need in case of a rolling blackout? Shoot, you might not be, whatever you can need from the grocery store, some toilet paper, some food, some canned goods. What else? Put it in the comment section, family. Frozen vegetables, well, they could go bad. A grill, maybe. Oh, here's the states. A grill so you can charcoal, fire. You might also want to hit up Farmer Dre from Set Apart Gardens. We might need to bring him on. He's selling emergency bags. Hit Set Apart Gardens. But here are the 17 states that have this emergency alert: Arkansas, Colorado, Arizona, Arkansas, Colorado, Iowa, Kansas, Louisiana, Minnesota, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, New Mexico, North Dakota, Oklahoma, South Dakota, Texas, Utah, and Wyoming. And please know, these are just the 17 that they're mentioning, but they said it could spread across the entire country. Another thing that just came to my mind is that this isn't the time to travel unless you just have to. Because if there's rolling blackouts, that means they're probably going to have flight delays and flight cancellations.
Yeah, I mean, as far as on the plane, it's not a good time to travel.
Right, on the plane. And speaking of traveling, make sure you fill up your gas tank. I keep saying this, I've been saying this for months. Get your family. Go get your children, moms and dads. And spouses, if y'all arguing, somebody hold up the white flag. If you're arguing, not getting along, hold up. This means I surrender. Everything's not worth arguing about. In these times, we don't need to be arguing over petty stuff, okay? Whether you're in a marriage or a covenant agreement without the marriage certificate and you have a relationship and an understanding between the two of you. This is not the time to be arguing, fighting. You need each other. And if you don't need each other now, you will. Okay. When it gets cold outside, you need somebody to hold you. Okay. When there's a rolling blackout, you need somebody to hold you. When you're hungry and one income goes down, you need a second one to fall back on. Somebody needs to hear this message. Wave the white flag. I surrender. Whatever we were arguing, fighting about, try to make amends. And if you're in a situation where you just cannot for whatever reason, you can't get along or you're not together, but you have children, work together for the children's sake. And go get your family and get them together and check on your family members, because some of them are out there hurting, but they don't know how to pick up the phone or they don't know what to say. Get your family members. And let me tell you, if they're in the nursing homes, go get them, go check on them, go hire some help for them, do something, at least check on them very often, because the nursing homes are understaffed severely. They're closing and they're understaffed. They're not telling people this, but I have family members that are in the nursing homes. My mom was in a nursing home all by herself as a nurse trying to take care of all the patients. Do you know how many patients are in nursing homes?
Wow.
And they don't even have contracts with the other, you know, how they had contracts with schools and other places where people would come in and like part-time work for some of these nursing homes. Some of them, they don't have contracts anymore. And nurses are they're tired, they're exhausted, and they're quitting. They're leaving the hospitals, the nurses are, they're leaving the nursing homes. That means your loved ones are there alone. They can't feed them all. They can't give them all their medicines. They can't bathe them all. They're having more falls than ever, more people passing away. And you think they're going to report that your loved one passed away because they failed? No, they cover each other. And this is some nurses are leaving because of that, because they can't handle that. Please, family, hear me. Take care of your if your loved ones are in prison, write them. If you can, put some money on the books. Whatever you can do, get your family together. This is not time to be struggling alone. All right, Chief. I'm sorry. I yield to you. I'm done, Chief. But
we're good, guys. I'm gonna get at the gym and work out. It's been a long day, and I'm gonna try to make some calls to people. Guys, this thing's about to go down. Get your affairs in order. Get some foreign currency if you have foreign currency. Listen, if you're going straight to cash, I saw somebody say, "Chief, I made the $75." Leave your number in the comments and Cash App. Leave your number. If you had to go and pay $1, so you can leave a message. Leave your telephone number. If you don't even have to email. If you know you have the consultation fee, just go to Cash App and make it right away. If you don't have Cash App, you have either Zelle or PayPal, then you need the email so I can direct you. But if you have Cash App, there's no need to email me. Well, you can just go straight to my Cash App and make the $75 consultation payment and put in there your telephone number and say for consultation. Okay, that's how we skip that.
Yes, sir. All right, that's it. What did you say? Get loan lights, batteries, and emergency kits.
Yes.
Chief is about to go. Happy 10:10. It's 10 o'clock here on our time. Chief Mack is about to go to the gym. Before he goes, I want to say, Chief Mack, thank you so much for taking such good care of me financially. You made my day. I was able to do some grocery shopping, and now I feel better. Thank you. Thank you.
All good. That's all good. We have to be each other's brothers and keeper. We have to be the right people are found each other, and we are looking out for each other.
Yes, sir.
And that's how I roll. So if anybody was connected to me and you betrayed me, you're the one that's foolish because you lost a really good friend. And I got a lot of information. Things are coming to me. I'm a righteous brother. I'm not perfect. And anybody that's attached me in a righteous way, you're going to win. I'm not a selfish guy.
You're not. I want to say thank you to Sister Elizabeth, who says, bless your heart for sharing information. Thank you, Sister Elizabeth. I want to thank Sister C. You said, make it, be quiet about it. You don't want me telling your name. Thank you so much. And then there was Sister Cheryl says, peace, love, and gratitude. Thank you for sending me a Cash App gift. Sister Crystal says, thanks for the information. You're welcome, Sister Crystal. Brother Deshaun, thank you. You just sent a large donation with fire emojis. I don't even know. It could be a Sister Deshaun. I don't know. Deshaun. Thank you. I really appreciate you. God bless you. All of you. King, thank you. King Thoy, thank you for sending me a Cash App blessing. Sister Robin says, stay well. You're welcome. Brother Michael says, this is for your service to others. Bless me with a Cash App gift. Sister Deborah sent me a payment, a Cash App. Chief Mack again. Thank you, Chief. I appreciate you. Sister Lacey says, thank you for all of the enlightenment. You're welcome, Sister Lacey. Kiana, your name is close to mine, says, I say. So this is over the last few days. People have sent me gifts, but I hadn't taken the time to publicly say thank you. Brother Earl says, keep up the good work. I saw you in the chat today. Thank you, Brother Earl. Sister Sheila says, sent me a gift. And the rest of you, I think I already mentioned you. Thank you so much. And blah, I sent you something. Okay. All right. That's it, Chief Mack. Thank you so much for taking out the time to speak to the Soul family. We love you and appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, family. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy. Sister Janine, as always, we appreciate you. Soul Tribe, you are amazing. Congratulations. You made it. It's our time. Okay. See you at 5 o'clock p.m. talking about humanitarian projects with Ishmael Pruitt. And if you're in a private group, we already showed you how to put together a humanitarian project. Chief Mack will go live tomorrow. So you'll see him tomorrow.
I don't know. I'm going to be betting on I'm going to be on Arisha Stones tomorrow.
Oh, okay. What time?
I'm thinking 8 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. So I won't be going live tomorrow on my platform.
Oh, okay. So we'll cut Arisha Stone. I wonder if he already has it up. If you already made the announcement, let me see. Arisha Stone. Chief Mack will be on. Arisha Stone is our personal jeweler, family. So make sure you subscribe to his channel. I don't think he has it up yet that you two will be on tomorrow. No, but here's Arisha Stone's channel. Subscribe because Chief Mack will be on 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, Chief?
Yeah, if I'm 8 o'clock, I'm actually probably reach out to him tonight or tomorrow.
Okay. Here it is.
Okay.
Oh, somebody says off topic. The moon is orange. It's usually white.
The sun was actually beautiful about an hour or two ago. It was absolutely beautiful here. Things are happening again. So.
All right, Chief. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.
I love you too. We'll talk, guys.
Okay, we'll talk, family. Thank you so much for joining us. We love you. We appreciate you. You all are amazing. We made it, family. It's over. It's over. You're welcome. You are more than welcome. It's here, family. We love you too. Yes, please watch from the beginning. You're welcome. You're welcome. So that's it, family. We don't have anything else to say except for have a good night. Make it amazing. And remember, before you go to sleep, think about whatever it is that you desire to manifest. And also, if there's something you've been working out in your mind or trying to figure out, you're contemplating something. Should I make this decision? Should I make that decision? How should I move forward? Think about it before you go to sleep and tell yourself you're going to resolve this issue as you're sleeping. And when you go to sleep, family, you will start to work out that issue and the answers to your questions will come to mind. But be intentional before you go to sleep and tell yourself, I'm going to work this out. This is what the elders used to mean when they said, I'll get back to you in the morning or in the rising. Let me sleep on it. Because your subconscious mind and your higher self will work that thing out in the middle of the night while you're sleeping. There's a song that just say, late in the midnight hour, God's going to work it out. He's going to turn it around and around and around and around. God turns it around. Your subconscious mind, your higher self works things out. Everything's going to be okay, family. You have to know that. I love you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for encouraging each other and sharing information and intel in the chat. We'll see you in the rising. I'm going to be on the background. I'm going to go off camera and play the outro so you can have something to listen to as we go out. Take care, family. I'm still here. If you have questions, I'll answer in the chat.
Brighter day.
Sleep well, family. We love you.